Zdravitchi. My name is Per Strömberg, Associate Professor at Telemark University College. And on the behalf of my university and the cooperation project between Russian State University of Tourism and Service and my university, we would like to thank you for inviting us to this seminar. I would like to present today a very special kind of attraction in the northern part of Scandinavia in northern Sweden, the Ice Hotel. So I will do this presentation and talk about some of the challenges and opportunities within this attraction. Um, to start with the title Arctic Cool, it refers to the way ice and snow became fashionable in the 1990s. And I'm going to give you some examples with the departure of Ice Hotel. Here you find an image of Ice Hotel. It's located in the north of Sweden in a small village called Jukkasjärvi. And the Ice Hotel you can see at the map is in the northern Scandinavia, and you find it the red spot, that is the Ice Hotel. And you find very close both Finland, Norway and Russia. Close distances in northern part. Ice Hotel became a role model for developing the tourism industry in northern Sweden. Northern Finland, the Lapland earlier was developed in terms of tourism industry. Thanks to very much the attraction of Santa Claus Village you find in Rovaniemi if you look at the map. And whilst northern part of Sweden had very heavy industries, mining industries, public institutions that actually did not help the tourism industry to develop. There were no culture of entrepreneurship whatsoever, while in Finland with less heavy industries, they had another challenge, and they found new ways of developing through tourism. So you had lots of charter tourists coming to Rovaniemi. So Ice Hotel soon became a role model for entrepreneurs in northern Sweden and showed a very good example of how to succeed. And very much due to this man, Yngwie Bergqvist, who was the entrepreneur and the founder of the Ice Hotel. Also, in a way, a self-made man, because he started his business without nothing really. But he soon got in touch with good cooperators, and they also developed this concept of Ice Hotel. Everything began in the late 1980s, but it was 1994 when it really got an international breakthrough by this press release, because soon after this press release had been sent to media all over the world, it was elected to one of the 10 hottest bars in the world by the American magazine Newsweek. And for this photo, the organizers had placed one of the inhabitants of northern part of Sweden and Scandinavia, the Sami people. But you can also see bottles here, bottles of Swedish vodka, Absolut vodka, which later became a cooperator. And I will return to that later. So by this image, it was a breakthrough. But how is this hotel constructed? Well, you can see that the exterior is more or less made of ice and snow. Ice has a more decorative function, while the snow has the main supporting function. It's artificial snow that is created by the water of the river that is located next to the ice hotel. The ice is harvested every year in March when it's the most thickest, and then it's stored in ice, big freezing storage houses during the summer, and then used for construction. And to get it very thick, you take away the snow. And also the river is running very slowly in this part, and that makes it freezing 1 millimeter each hour. So the ice is crystal clear. And you're actually molding the structure with artificial ice, or SNICE, snow ice, they call it. And they have molding structures. They put this artificial ice, artificial snow upon. And the rooms are very different. They have different design, both figurative, like this one, with the ice spears, or more abstract, like this one. You sleep there when it's temperature of 4 degrees minus, and you wake up in the morning. So during daytime, it's used as an exhibition hall for other people, visitors. There is also a chapel, you can see here, so you get married, and in the high season, around 20 couples are married each day, actually. Lots of Japanese tourists coming, English as well, and other parts of Europe. Ice Hotel is actually based on a mythology. On the website, you can see some of the elements. It's the place of Jukkasjärvi, this old historical meeting place. It's the river, Torne River, from where they take the water to construct the whole ice hotel, the Northern Light, the virgin wilderness, and the Sami culture. And every part creates a kind of mythology which is used in marketing. But you can also go trace back this mythology back in the 19th century, when the central authorities in Sweden tried to grasp its vast geographical domains. So both artists and scientific staff were sent out in the regions to actually depict and document this part of the country. And I guess that Russia has a similar development. I think about Siberia, for example, how to grasp the whole country. And scientific staff also documented the inland ice. And in this sense, Sweden became the land of the inland ice in scientific terms, but also culturally. Maps were made of the glaciers, and the staff were traveling around in the northern part of Sweden. Back to the ice hotel. Soon, this concept was developed into a parallel project called Absolute Ice Bar. In several countries and world cities, you find ice bars in hotels that are supported by Ice Hotel with ice and decorations, and also the vodka of Absolute Vodka. So this cooperation between Absolute Vodka and Ice Hotel continued. And this kind of ice bars, you go in and have a glass of a drink in the rocks, in ice. Every year, around 100,000 ice glasses are made. So it's a veritable ice industry. Moreover, there was a big marketing campaign in 1997. Absolut Vodka sent a group of supermodels to be pictured in this setting, ice setting. Kate Moss is one of them, Mark Schenkenberg, etc. And it was a very expensive campaign. It was also made in cooperation with Versace, which did the design of the clothes. So actually, Icehotel soon became not only a tourist attraction, but also a place for marketing campaigns. And you find another example like the Saab campaign in 2007. The new Saab model was exposed as a mammoth in ice. And you can mention lots of campaigns using ice as a marketing tool. For example, the Chanel fashion show in 2010, ice coming from northern Sweden. So the future of Icehotel is very interesting. There is attempts to actually cooperate with Virgin Galactic with the space trips combined with the visit at the Icehotel. But also the latest project is to create a all-year Icehotel, also open in the summertime. So a very creative project, and they try to renew themselves each year. And you can also find these kind of Ice-hotels all over the world. Ice-hotel tried to develop a franchising concept. So in Quebec, Canada, there is an Ice-hotel that is supported with technology, how to create a hotel in ice, which is supported by the Ice-hotel. You find it in Finland, Norway, and also in Russia. Some research I found actually outside Archangels there was an Ice-hotel opening in 2010. So you will given a link. You can look at this TV program in Russia depicting the news of this opening, and Michael will give you this link. So I thank you very much, Spasiba, for listening, and I hope to see you again.